So, guys, everybody gonna come in here so I'm not talking to myself. There's one person. Yep, got my money today. Hallelujah. But work is just crazy today. I mean, it's just crazy every day, and it's pretty much the same thing every day. People are just being weirdos today. Like, I don't know. They just do the synchronized laughing. Like the whole night, there was people laughing synchronized, and it's like they try to make it feel like they're laughing at you, at me. I think like they're like whispering to each other and like laughing at me across the room, but like they're just having a conversation. Or like that's just how it feels. Is like they're trying to make it feel like they're laughing at me. But they're like laughing across the room at me as I do things. But it's like they're just having a conversation with each other and just laughing about something else. So they were doing that, like different people were doing that the whole night. And they're just always talking synchronized and doing directed conversations. And then I think they do directed song lyrics too. And then they're always just playing loud music. Like when I'll, like my phone speaker isn't that loud. So I'll start playing music and then they'll play like a Bluetooth speaker next to me that's louder. It's whatever, but like I don't really care. But I think they're doing it purposefully though, is what I'm saying. But I think they do like the directed song lyrics like every night at work, it seems. But sometimes it's hard to tell. Like sometimes I don't really know if that's what they're doing or if it's just coincidental song lyrics or whatever, but I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell, and sometimes it's hard to tell who's all like gang stalking me in general in there because there's a bunch of people all around me. So it's like a bunch of people are doing things, making sounds, and it's like I don't know which one is seeing, like if any of them are not syncing up. But anyway, like I would always hear him do the directed song lyrics. I think like when I go into the grocery stores, like when I go into Hy-Vee or like Walmart. Like as I walk in the door, they're playing a song that's directed at me. And there's the catch that I did with Creep Busters, where it was in Walmart, and they're playing the song "I'm Gonna Get You" by Shania Twain, They're playing that song as I'm doing a catching a pedophile. They're playing I'm Gonna Get You at Walmart. So I think they do that sometimes, but it's hard to tell sometimes if that's what they're doing. And then like sometimes when I like walk by a place or like if a car drives by me, it seems like they're doing that. Or definitely if I'm riding in a car with somebody, they'll do that. But oh, uh, Mugen, however you say it, his channel. He was saying that his neighbors will play music. Like he'll be playing music and then he'll turn it off, and his neighbors will be playing the same song after he turns it off. And they've done things like that to me before, where uh, like one time I got out of my car. You hear that engine outside right now? He sounds like a gang stalker. One time I got out of my car and like I just had the radio on, and I get out and this gang stalker that's parked outside, he has the same radio station on with his window rolled down and it's turned up really loud. So like there's something else. They've done a bunch of things like that before. um but yeah, today at work it was just quiet for a second, and then everybody starts up. Like I said, it's like a bunch of people with machines around me, all different types of machines. And it's like everybody started making noises all at once, like, and like, as I'm doing things, it's like quiet, and then I do a thing, and a noise goes off. I do another thing, another noise goes off. And it's like all these noises start going off. It's just like all these mechanical noises around me. And people laughing synchronized and people talking synchronized. And then this girl comes over and she's like, "Am I annoying you yet?" I'm like, "No, I'm used to it." Because she was like laughing over by me or whatever. She just comes over and asks if she's annoying me yet. So people are just being weirdos and like just just have this smirk on their face, and then they'll just do things around me where it's like they're making a big scene around me with a bunch of people, but like they're over there, they're doing something else. But like, it's just to stalk me though. It's insane. They just put on whole theatrical shows around me. And especially at jobs, like they can just get away with so much. It's crazy. every time I move, there's like I said, there's a lot of people in there. So like, you know, statistically speaking, you put a bunch of people in a room, and most of them are gonna be 9 out of 10 of them are gonna be stalkers. So it's a lot of people in there, and every time I move, it's like someone walking by or walking up behind me or like coming up and standing close to me, like or like making a sound or laughing, or there's a couple of times where it sounded like people were saying my name, but it's like they're saying something else and they're talking to someone else over there. And then all the time I'll look up and I'll see people pointing synchronized, and they'll be like pointing at me, like they're pointing behind me. Like that just happens so many times every night where there's people pointing synchronized. And I'll look up and they'll be like, and then it's like they're pointing at me, but they're pointing at something behind me or whatever. And they'll usually have a red shirt on too. And then like this machine across the room kept syncing up on me. And I look over and the guy's got a red shirt on. And then I just see a bunch of people with red and camo on. They always got that red and camo combo. Like they'll have a red shirt and a camo hat, or a camo jacket, or camo pants and a red shirt, or a camo shirt and red pants, or whatever. And then they always have people, one person got a red shirt, another person got a blue shirt, and they're walking by right next to me, going opposite directions. Or just coming up and standing next to me, next to each other, or whatever. I'm in your walls. Wow, that's original. Randy and coincidentally, randomly and coincidentally. Um, I heard a bunch of sirens today, fire truck sirens. And then I forgot to mention that I was at Walmart a few days ago and there was a child screaming synchronized. It is really fucked up and weird whenever that happens. Really weird. What up, Nathan? Who's Nathan? um, uh, this is Insane. And like, this is insane. Like, I can't. Like, some people, they obviously love gang stalking. You can see it in their face. But then the rest of them, it's like you don't know what's up with them. They might be whatever. Like, sometimes they'll be like, they'll be giving off like mocky vibes, but it's like, are they being forced to do that? You know? And then some of them legit look like depressed, like they look like embarrassed or like scared or whatever. Like, there's a few of them that look like that like every time I see them. But then some of them look like that sometimes. But then other times they look like they're like mocking me and like having a fun time. It's like, wait a minute. And it's like, I can't tell like what people's like, what's up with them. What's their like real intentions or their real like. But some of them though, like I said, legit look like they're being forced to do it. But then like I said, like starting out, and I knew this was gonna happen. Like starting last week when I started, everybody was just, and then pretty much all up like halfway through this week or whatever, everybody was just, or not everybody, but a lot of them were just acting like nice and just like, I don't know. But then this week they're like mocking me. They're like giving like more mocky vibes. And like they look like they're like smirking and like laughing at me across the room and shit. I knew that was gonna happen. Like that always happens. Like people will start out like your friend or whatever, and then they like turn on you later. I don't know. I don't know what is up with them. They do that on purpose. Yep, I think so. Hear that car horn? Car alarm? Oh, it stopped. There's a car alarm. And then like every time I go on break, like if I go outside, I'll be out there 30 seconds at the most, and then, or like a minute at the most, at the very most. And then someone will come out and smoke a cigarette next to me and ruin my oxygen. I'm just going out there to get some fresh air and some sun. They gotta smoke a cigarette right next to me. And they always did that at one of my old jobs too. Every time I go outside, there'd be someone coming out right after I go out there and lighting a cigarette right next to me. It's just like, I think that's just rude in general, just to stand right next to somebody and light a cigarette. And somebody that you know doesn't smoke cigarettes even. But yeah, if I go outside, they'll do that. But then if I go in the break room, they'll do the same thing in there. They'll send someone in right after I go in there. Like, it'll just be me in there. And then someone randomly decides to take their break at the same time. Just randomly, coincidentally. Never fails. Every time it's happening. And it's like, I go sit down. And I'll pull, and then like again, like the first few days, I went in the break room and it was just me in there until the end of my break. Then someone came in like right when it was ending. But it was just me in there like the whole break. And then it seems like every day since whatever day, I don't know what day, but it seems like every day since then, there's just people. And then today there was a bunch of people in there. And then they're just being loud too in there. And like looking over at me weird and shit, like staring at me. And the refrigerator, like I said, the refrigerator in there syncs up on me, or vending machine or whatever, and it's extremely loud. Like, really loud. But yeah, like on the work floor though, it's just all these noises around me, like just like all these weird, and like beep 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 beep. And just all these types of noises like that. Just one after the other, and on top of each other. And they're all going off synchronized. And this is creepy. This is stupid. But I don't know. I know there's something else, and I'm gonna remember right now.